Hi, welcome back to my journal journey. Today I'm looking at 5 simple theme ideas for the month of August. As you can see, I've started out with an Upsy-Daisy stencil that just helps speed up the text process if you're not very confident with fonts. I found these to be incredibly useful, especially when I'm in a rush. After I've finished the August title, my first theme is paper aeroplanes. These are really quite easy to draw, and I did this for a theme a few months ago in my work journal, and it just made me smile every time I opened the journal. My second theme, I used a candle lid to start it off and draw a nice circle. I do have a circle stencil, but the candle was close by. A lot of the times when doing themes, I will pencil out the shapes beforehand, but on this video I didn't do that. Sometimes I like the look of when you don't, sometimes I don't like it. As you can see, we are drawing a globe because to me August is summer holidays and it's all about travelling, and I also just love globes. You could also incorporate paper aeroplanes with a smaller globe. I've just written the title around the globe, or you could have a smaller globe and a bigger title. It depends on what you enjoy. I'm trying to be super quick with colouring, however, with filming setup I'm finding it quite hard not to get my head in the shot, and the book is further away than I'm used to, and I do quite like colouring and drawing with my book at an angle, so I found it a little bit tricky. For all of these themes I've used Tombow colours, and the colours will be shown at the end when I do a final flip through of the 5 different designs. I do have a bucket list of places that I want to go, Rome being one of them. I was quite impressed with this journal of, yes, you can see the design through the other page, but it didn't bleed through, which is what I was a little bit worried about. Third design, I did decide to do a pencil because the outlines, as you can see, they're very simple shapes, but when I come to use pen over the top, I cut away a little bit of the outline, and as you can see on the trunk, I split that basic shape into smaller chunks, so I just found it easier and quicker to do the pencil. I think out of all of them, this may be my favourite. I didn't realise how easy palm trees were to draw. And when I was practicing them in my everyday journal, I was having a lot of fun. And so I've got some cute little palm trees, which when I flick past the page always makes me smile. Again, I just use the stencil to speed up the title process, only because I'm not always that confident with different font styles. Some days I can do them really easily, other days it just looks awful. Getting rid of all that pencil and just colouring it in. The last time I did do something similar to palm trees, it was a postcard theme a few Augusts ago, and I did really enjoy it. It was again a stencil set from Upsy-Daisy, and it had a cute little gonk in it, and I do still love that theme. I'm colouring the palm tree leaves 2 different shades of green just to add a little extra, and I love the way that it turned out. They are quite quick and simple to colour in. I feel like all of these themes can be mix and match, and you could add elements of certain themes together. Next theme is super quick, doing little fish swimming across the page. And I quickly wrote out the title. If I was going to do it again, I'd probably centre the title a little bit more. I know that I wanted lots of tropical colours for the little fish. And when I was colouring them in, I thought, oh, something missing there, so I just added little fins to the fish, just to give them a little something extra. And then I just go in with the other colours to add in more fish swimming by, just to try and break up that orange. And colouring them all in. Once got the hang of adding the fins, it was quite a quick process. At the end of this, when I turned the page, I later on realised that I forgot to add eyes to the fish, which did really bug me, so I did go in and add them in later. All of the colours that I'm using are Tombow colours, only because they're quite common now. Not the cheapest, but they are quite common. I do enjoy using Crayola Super Tips, however, they don't have colour names, which I do find quite frustrating. This book that I've started to draw all these themes in is an off-white creamy colour. The longer that I've done journals, the more that I realise I enjoy white pages, but that's just personal preference. When I usually do my monthly setups, I'll add decoration on the front page, maybe a quote page, a little bit of decoration on the calendar, and then everything else is a little bit more blank. I'm just adding a bit of blue in here just for the sea, and then moving on to our last idea. You can't have a summer group of themes without a good old parasol. And for the parasol, you can use any colour group that you want. And you could also add deck chairs to this. However, I did try to quickly draw out a deck chair and I found that I wasn't brilliant at it. So I think I need a bit more practice with my deck chairs. I do enjoy having the titles at different angles throughout my books. It just adds something different for me. Again, getting rid of those pencil lines before I start to colour in. This was just a super simple and quick theme. I looked at the recording time of all 5 themes, and that includes some thinking time because I do often just sit and stare at my book when I'm in the middle of creating, and altogether the 5 themes took me 44 minutes to completely colour in, and add the Tombow names on the opposite side. I'm just adding a little pal next to the parasol, and you can't think about beach and summer without a good old seagull coming and stealing your chips. I thought he was quite cute. I'm one of those people that I can't just colour in the parasol, I have to go and do something else. I love this set of colours. I love blues and purples together. Always makes me really happy. Just to flip through of the themes, as you can see, I've written out the Tombow colours down the side, just in case you want to pause and see them. Thank you very much for watching.